Okie dokie, folks. We are going to jump. Who says you can't go back to the future? I mean, back to the past. 7th of May, 2026, and we are going to jump back to the 22nd of May, 1937. Let's do it. Let's just do it. There's two articles that I've gone through, both of the first two, right? There's loads of stuff. I could go through every single article, but only so much time, okay? This is, I love it. It's real. It's what was being said, the way things were being described back in 1937. Now, what we have, as I already mentioned, the Australian Women's Weekly. They're priceless. May the 22nd, 1937. We are going to jump straight into, first of all, right, for young, we don't need to worry about that there, right, for young wives and mothers. It's only those three there. Now just listen. Probably the ladies will relate more to this, mothers and stuff, right? All right, here we go. Planning children's meals should not be the worry it is to many mothers who, in an endeavour to give the children the utmost nutritive value, live in a nightmare of vitamins and calories, right? Here we go. It is as well to get the principles of a normal diet thoroughly fixed in one's mind, and then to forget the whole business, letting the subconscious mind do the rest. Do not make a bogey of meal times, or you may find your children becoming finicky about what they eat, and in the end, neither you nor they will get the pleasure they should out of the normal function of eating. The normal function of eating. The essentials for the growing child are perfectly simple, complicated though the food faddists would make them. First of all, let us take the carbohydrates. The word carbohydrate covers the parts of our food which supply us with energy, such as sugars and starches. Bread, the staff of life, is our chief starch-providing food. Wholemeal better. Wholemeal bread is preferable to white, but it is a good plan to use both daily so that the family does not tire of either. There is usually no difficulty in getting the child to eat bread. If there is, it may mean that too much stress is being laid on table manners. At the age of 5, bread and butter taste much better when eaten walking round the table. In fact, the tendency is for children to eat too much rather than too little carbohydrate. Do not allow pieces of bread and jam or biscuits and cakes between meals. 1937, definitely not 2026. Apart from bread, rice, sago, semolina, prepared breakfast cereals, and potatoes supply starch. The word carbohydrate also embraces the sugars. These are best taken in their natural state as found in fresh ripe fruits and honey. The sugar which is present in milk is very necessary to the young. Cane sugar may be used in cooking, but the child's porridge and puddings, etc., should not be sprinkled with sugar at the table. Pudding? If the child has a craving for sugar, give barley sugar after the midday meal and dates for the evening meal. Now let us consider the fats. Be generous with the butter, or if you cannot afford butter, with the dripping. If you can, give the child cream with his stewed or fresh fruit 2 or 3 times a week. Fats furnish energy and strength and produce about 1/3 of the heat of the body. Olive oil is a good source of fat. Try this recipe during the winter months if your child is in the habit of catching colds, and note the effect. Mix together by pouring into a bottle 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of glycerine, and 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Shake the bottle well and give the child a dessert spoon morning and night. Start with a smaller dose and gradually work up. Fat given in the form of pastry or fried foods is not advised. egg yolk is a very valuable source of fat, but many children cannot take more than 2 or 3 eggs a week. The egg is best coddled. Those children who cannot take eggs should have a daily dose of Caril emulsion, procurable from all chemists. Some children do not like fats. For those children, disguise the fats. Cook the butter into vegetables and sauces. Give gravies made with meat fats. Give olive oil mixed with lemon juice as a salad dressing. Give milk jellies or milk puddings daily. Add yolk raw to the drink of milk, shake it up and flavor with vanilla or any flavoring the child likes. We have not so far discussed the value of milk, as this food falls most naturally under the heading of proteins. Every child should have between 1 and 2 pints of milk daily. That's a litre. This should be drunk at the end of meals, not between meals. When a child refuses milk, persevere for a few days, but if at the end of this time he still refuses it whenever it is offered, do not give milk drinks for a short time, introducing them again very gradually in small quantities. Meantime, you can put milk into his soup, gravies, and milk jellies so that he is not altogether without this very valuable food. It is only very rarely that a child has an incurably strong repugnance for milk. In such cases, do not force the child to take milk at all. Such a child can live better without it. Physiologically and psychologically, it is a mistake to continue to force any child to eat a food for which he has a marked repugnance. Such forcing interferes with the digestive process. Sources of protein. Milk is one of the best sources of protein. Other sources are eggs, meat, poultry, fish, dried peas, beans, lentils, and these nuts. Cheese is a very valuable food. A little mild cheese may be given every day. Give meat only once a day and not too large a helping. Chicken, beef, and mutton are best. Pork is too rich for children. If the child seems overstimulated, cut down the meat allowance and substitute milk. Giving too much protein causes the kidneys to become overstrained. Mineral salts are necessary for good nutrition. These are provided by green vegetables, apples, pears, oranges, raisins, lettuce, celery, cabbage, spinach, tomatoes, green peas, and beans. Vitamins will take care of themselves if you have a well-balanced diet, as outlined in this article. Sort it. One important vitamin comes to you in egg yolk, cream, butter, and fat meat. Cod liver oil and halibut liver oil are specially rich in this vitamin. Another important vitamin comes to you in oranges, tomatoes, and most fresh fruits and vegetables in general. Right, I'm just going to pause you. Right. I just get a feeling that they're talking about babies, but robot babies? Are the mothers robot mothers? Did these mothers not nurture these kids from the get-go, from day one? If they had, and we're talking about 4 and 5-year-olds, would there have been a need? It sounds like, right, cue up, ladies and gentlemen. 4-year-old boy. Yeah, one with blue eyes. Hang on. Yeah, there's one. Come here, you. Yeah, there you go. Girl, 5 years old, blonde hair. Yeah. Oh. Another one. Start with that one. Come back next week, see how you go. Right, another. It just has a feel. It's all cynical. It's all. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Right, I'm going to pause you again, and we're going to get close up. There's one more article I want to go to, but there's a couple on the way. So look, who knows where we go, right? See you in a minute. And for crying out loud, be good to your feet. Regular care is essential for maintaining general good health and beauty. Right, now. Fashion. 1937, right? If you love beautiful stockings, you'll love hole-proof shears. Oh, this is it. This is one of those little random ones. Something help kidneys. No, they said in the other one, they mentioned the kidneys. Kidneys have 9 million tiny cells or filters which are endangered by, there's a bit missing, obviously, right? Which are endangered by or drastic irritating drugs. Because, beware, if kidney trouble or bladder weakness makes you suffer from getting up, leg pains, nervousness, dizziness, stiffness, rheumatism, lumbago, under eye swollen, ankles, something, burning, itching, smarting, or loss of vigor, don't delay. Doctor's new discovery called Cystex soothes, tones, cleans, and something sick kidneys. Starts work in 15 minutes, brings new health, youth, and vitality in 48 hours. Cystex coats little and is guaranteed to end your troubles in days or money back at all chemists. See how they're already modest, the finest sanitary napkin made, softer and safer, yet costs you less. Johnson & Johnson, 1937. Right, so it's all of this stuff. So what causes constipation? There is nothing mysterious about the reason why some people suffer from constipation and others don't. It all depends upon the proper working of the muscles of the intestines, and that depends upon their supply of vitamins. So deficient is modern diet in vitamins that doctors will tell you that to remain fit, you need an additional 200 units of vitamin B every day. A tablespoonful of BMAX supplies you with this. Do not be lulled into a false sense of security by statements that this or that food contains an adequate supply of vitamin B. The actual quantities vary enormously. For example, wholemeal bread and malt foods contain only 10 units of vitamin B per ounce. Bran milk only 12 units, whereas BMAX contains no less than 400 units. Be on the safe side then and take BMAX regularly. It is definitely the safest and most agreeable way of obtaining the extra vitamins your system needs. You're bound to benefit from BMAX. Face and hands lotion. See, already back then, eh? It's just pump this, that, telling people what to do. Right, now we are looking for... I sit here and read every page. I just love this stuff, right? I used to hate books as a kid, but now, I mean, these aren't books, but all right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Books to read, eye lotion. Calling Australia, movie to news as it happens. Right. Hang on. Just one little tiny thing, right, that just caught my eye, as little tiny things do. Right, we're coming up to 14 minutes. I'm going to stop these at 15. So I might have to... Here we go. There it is. There it is. Just this little article, right? It's one on freckles. It's a nasty article. There's nothing wrong with freckles, for crying out loud. Listen to this. Babies are Australia's best immigrants. In many homes, baby does not appear to the disappointment of husband and wife. A book on this matter contains valuable information and advice. Copies free if 3D, sent for postage to Department A, Mrs. Clifford, 49 Elizabeth Street, Melbourne. So couples who can't have children, but babies are Australia's best immigrants. Just going to pause you. I just find some of the wording odd, right? The first two. I'll post these and then I'm coming straight back in the next hour, 2 hours, and I'm going to go through 15 minutes of random. We're going to do it together. I have not seen what is coming up. All right, folks, I'll post these and we will go back to the 1930s. Laters.